Welcome back to All About the Smokies. In this video, we're here at the Impossibilities Magic Show here at the Space Needle. We're going to check this out. Should be a lot of fun. Let's get started.
Tonight's performer has traveled the world from New York to South Korea, performing award-winning shows for audiences such as Macy's, Goodyear, and the NFL. Please give a big round of applause for the master mentalist, Eric Dobell.
Hello! Good evening, and everybody please give this family a big round of applause also! Myself. My name is Eric Dobell, and welcome to Impossibilities, an evening of magic, mind reading, and mayhem. And I'd like to start the show off tonight with a little experiment in imagination. In order to do this experiment, I am going to need somebody to join me on stage. And I believe this person is actually sitting on this side of the room right now. And they're about 1, 2, 3, 4 rows back, which does narrow it down. It's a handsome gentleman with a beard. Hi. Hello. What is your name? Sam, do you mind joining me on stage? Everybody give Sam a big round of applause. Like I said, you and I are going to do a little experiment in imagination. And to do this experiment, we're going to need a couple of different items. The first item we need is a little coin purse. Again, I'm showing my age. You know how to open these, right? Just kind of pop it open like that. Go ahead and take a look inside and tell everybody, what do you see inside that coin purse?
Somebody's tooth? No,
Somebody's tooth. Nothing. There's nothing in there. Exactly. This is a completely empty coin purse. Could you please hold your finger like this? Here we go. You do that? Are you comfortable? Okay, because I did that to somebody the other night, and they screamed, which I think explains the tooth. Now, Sam, the second thing we need for this is a deck of cards. Are you familiar with cards? Yes, perfect. I'm going to have you take one of these cards. Actually, you know what? Let's do this instead. Sam, just say stop at any time. Keeping in mind there's people watching.
Stop.
Alright, was it this card or this card you wanted?
No.
This one right there, I'm going to set that there. I'm going to put that on top. Sam, we will come back to that card in a moment. And the last thing that we're going to need for this is you. Sam, I want you to imagine that in your head, there's a mini Sam. Okay? And Mini Sam, he has a mini playing card in his hand, but it's face down so he doesn't know what it is. On the back of this mini playing card is a mini post-it note. And Mini Sam, he has a mini pencil. And he decides he's going to write a mini 2-digit number on that mini post-it note, on the back of that mini Actually, you know what? I'm just going to jump to the chase. If I was to ask regular-sized Sam to name a 2-digit number, what would he say?
30.
30? Let's make that the number then. In your mind, I want you to imagine this tiny version of yourself writing the number. Do you know what just happened? What just happened? Oh. Hold your finger like this. Sam, you remember this was empty, right?
It was.
Yeah, it was. Look again. There's something inside. But it's not just any something, it's a playing card. And Sam, it's not just any playing card, it just so happens to be the 2 of hearts. Could you please take a look at that card you picked earlier and show everybody, what is it? It's the 2 of hearts. Oh, thank you. Oh, but there's one more part to this. Because again, in your mind, there was a mini version of you. This mini version of you had a mini playing card that was face down with a mini post-it note on the back. And with a mini pencil, this mini version, you wrote a mini 2-digit number onto that mini post-it note. Sam, there happens to be a post-it note on the back of this playing card. What was that number you said again? 30. Could you tell everybody, what number does that say right there? It says 30. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everybody give Sam a big round of applause. First, I'd like you to think of a number, all right? And I want to go, let's go with a number between 30 and 100. Okay? Do you have one in mind? Yes? I also would like you to think of a word, a simple word, something 7 letters or less, let's say. Also English, because that's all I know. You have one? Yes. Now I'm going to ask you to write this down, and there's a few reasons for this. The big reason is so that if I'm wrong, we can prove it, because I will argue. The other reason is so you don't change your mind. I don't think you would do that on purpose. No, you seem like a nice person. But you know, sometimes people get nervous in front of 600, 700 people. No, not somebody who miss. But if you do get nervous and forget, you can look at this. Okay, so you see the X with the line? Write your number between 30 and 100. Right here, and right here, print your word. Then put it face down so I can't see it. Okay? While she's doing that, quick show of hands. Who in the audience has a calculator on their smartphone? I mean, it's probably everybody, but you very reluctantly raised your hand also. What is your name?
Finn.
Finn, can you get the calculator ready? And we'll come back to you in a moment. And Michelle, are you all set?
Yep.
Is it face down?
Yep.
Yes. I'm going to fold this back up, and I'd like you to confirm something for everybody that's out there right now. Because right now you're somewhat close to me. You can see all of my imperfections. And I am so sorry. So sorry. But just yes or no, can you see through this card? No. Even if I hold to the light, can you see through it? No. I was going to set it right there. If you think I did something suspicious, I guess thank you for thinking I'm capable, but you can look at that at any time, okay? Now, we're going to try to figure out the number first, because the number is going to be easier than the word. The word could be anything, but the number, that's finite. So I need you to look me in the eyes and imagine your number in my eyes. Almost like one digit in one eye, one digit in the other. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay, you see, she's very good at this. You see, you're very good at this because you don't find it odd when somebody stares you like that, do you? See, when I said odd, her face went whoop just a little bit. This tells you that one of these two digits are odd. No, both digits are even. No, one digit is even. No. Think. The first digit is odd, the second digit is also odd. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. Good. I don't know what to do with that information. Just keep thinking. Are you still thinking? Mm-hmm. Good. You can stop thinking now. How I was acting like I knew what your number was. It was acting? Could you tell? Good. I took classes. Good. Well, here's the thing. I am actually not sure what your number is, so I made a few guesses. About 16 to be exact. Now, if you look very carefully, you'll notice you don't see your number on the graph. Is that right?
Right.
Yes. But Finn has a calculator. Could you please add the top row of digits together? So add 11 plus 8 plus 56 plus 2, and tell everybody loud as you can, what's the number that you get?
77.
77. And Michelle, what was the number that you were thinking of? 70. Curiouser and curiouser. But here's where it gets really weird, okay? And you can follow me along on the calculator just in case you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, you have to do math in your head. I'm so sorry. But the top row digits equals 77, the number that you were merely thinking of. But what if I told you that 57 and 1 is 58 plus 12 and 7 is also 77. And then 4 and 58 is 62, 69 is also 77. And then 5 and 10 is 15, 3 and 59 is also 77. That would be weird, right? Yeah! Now, Michelle, I think you're going very close our short time on stage together. So let's be honest, like BFFs. Any idiot can add numbers across to get 77, right? Yeah, but only this idiot can add them down too! Because 11, 57, 4, and 5 is also 77. 58, 10, and 68, 1, 9 is also 77. 6 and 3 is 9, 12, 56 is 77, and 7, 9, 59, and 2 is also 77. And, do you play bingo? No. Huh. I thought we had more in common. Well, if you did play bingo, you'd be familiar with the postage stamp or the flag rule. Because 11, 57, and 1 is also 77. 4, 58, 5, and 10 is also 77. 6, 9, 59, and 3 is 77. And 56, 2, 12, and 7 is also 77. And the four corners individually. 11, 5, 59, 2. They all equal 77. And, I don't always get this, but I got it today. Because if you go to angle 2, 12, 58, 5, 77, 59, 6, 11, there's a number that you don't think the giant sum is on anyone, 77. And,
4 in the middle.
that's right, the 4 in the middle. I usually don't say anything because it's overkill, but yes. What was the word you were thinking of? The word. Excuse me?
My word I wrote down?
The word you wrote down.
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure? Huh? So am I. Dog! Thank you! The rings were linked together. Yeah. Then he held the rings in front of my face again. And he gave him another twist. And they came apart. Yeah. And again, these rings are solid, but even though they're solid, they still go right through each other. And as easy as these rings come together, these rings also come apart. Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. You're thinking, that's pretty interesting, but can he do that with any rings? Specifically, can he do that with one of my rings? And the answer to that is, I don't know. Yeah. I really don't. So let's see, honestly, I couldn't the other night, so let's see if I embarrass myself tonight. I am going to need 3 rings from 3 different people in the audience. Preferring rings, 1, 2, 3, from 3 different people in the audience. Watch. Ah. Did you see it happen? No, probably, yes, because it's in my hand, right, okay. Also, I don't know if it actually did happen. Three rings linked right together. We're gonna come down here first and show you yours. You can see, that's your ring right there, right?
Yeah.
And that really is linked down there, is that right? And you guys see that too? You got a good shot of that? Yeah? You guys see that the rings are all linked together, right? Now here comes the scary part. Well, it doesn't have to be scary. Well, let me ask you guys a quick question, actually. How comfortable are the 3 of you with all going home together? Kinda, yeah. The reason I ask is because there's only one way to get these rings apart, of course. I'm kidding. There's 2 ways to get the rings apart. One is brute force. The other way is to get them apart exactly how we got the rings apart the first time, okay? So everyone, actually, I think we're gonna do it this way. I know it's gonna be a little hard to see, but I'm just gonna, boop. There we go, just pop that ring off just like that. All right? And I promise I'll get the rings apart. I don't promise that I'll get them apart exactly how I want to, but I'm gonna try to do this so you guys can see. So look at the 2 rings. I'm gonna kind of hooked on the pencil there, and I'm gonna focus, and one of those rings is actually gonna melt through the pencil, or start to go through the ring. Boop. There we go. And I will give you the choice of the most expensive ring first. Let's go with this one. Hold on. I know that looks weird, but it actually tells me something. It tells me that somebody here has had Doritos today. Cool Ranch. Yeah, the worst kind. I just say that to make me.
That's true.
Gene, is there a Gene in the room? Oh, thank God, because that's weird when I have this twice in a row. Gene, could you please stand up? Gene, where are you from again?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's right, New Jersey. And 44 years, right? You guys have been married. What do you do for work?
I'm retired now, but I was a dental hygienist.
A dental hygienist. Okay. Maybe you can help me with something after that. Dental hygienist, married for 4 years. New Jersey. Have you always lived in New Jersey?
We don't anymore. We're retired traveling in North Carolina.
Oh, okay. So you used to. Okay.
Most of our years.
This is something to do with somebody. You're not thinking about your husband right now. You're thinking about somebody else close to you, though. They're not related to you, I don't. Is this person a female? It's a male? This is somebody you've known for a pretty long time, though. Is that right? Because it almost feels like a family bond almost. I don't think I want to get too heavy into this, but is this person not feeling well? I think. Hold on. Is it their heart?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Did they just have some sort of a heart surgery? I think. And you're hoping that it went well. Is that what the wish is?
Next week.
Next week they're having the heart surgery, and you hope that it goes well.
Exactly.
I hope that it goes well. Also, everybody give her a big round of applause.
That was the Impossibilities Magic Show in downtown Gatlinburg. It's located inside the Space Needle, like where the arcade is, all the way in the back. I didn't even know it existed.
No.
Like, I knew that magic show was a thing. I'd seen the advertisement for it, but I had never seen or didn't know that it was located where it was.
I didn't know. That's what I hate arcades, so I avoid that section. I never would have thought to go to the back of the arcade is where it's located. I had very low expectations going into the magic show because I did not know what to expect. I've never been to a magic show. I have only seen magic done really on a street when they do the street magic.
magician,
yeah. So I wasn't sure what to expect. I got a little nervous at first because I was worried that I would have to do something or be singled out or whatever, and I did not have to participate at all if I did not want to. It was really nice. And the theater, it's like a theater. It's what they say, 89 seats or something like that. It was just under 90 seats. But they're like movie theater seats, like old school movie theater seats.
And he didn't have a problem with people bringing food and drink into the theater. Like
no, it was all very relaxed.
Very, very relaxed. So, yeah, I mean, I've seen some close-up magic before. I've never been to an official magic show. So there was an element to some of it that, you know, you can watch certain, like, close-up magic and sleight of hand. You can watch it back slow and say, oh, I know what he did there. Oh, I know what he did there. Honestly, I have no clue how he did some of the tricks that he did.
Yeah, some of the stuff, it was truly, truly impressive.
Yeah, so, you know, it was so funny. At one point during the show, he was like, you know, a lot of people will say you have people planted in the crowd. You would have to have 50% or more of your crowd be in on the trick, one. Two, he had said people will be like, well, you have an earpiece in and they're feeding you things from another room. I saw him up close. I never saw an earpiece.
And he was a one-man show. Like, he did all of it. He did the lights, he did the music, all of it. He did that himself. So to have somebody else back there trying to help him out would have been, I would have been shocked if that were the case. There were maybe, I don't know how full it was. I don't know how many were in there, but I would say there were less than 5 of us that had any participation.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to involve as many people as possible.
Yep.
You know, and interact with people. And some of the tricks, like when he took the 3 different guys' wedding rings and somehow fused them together and then separated, you know, I was
really cool. Sometimes it's better to not know what the trick is too.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
When you try to pick it apart, you know, that you could sit there and try to guess things, but ultimately, I don't really want to know. I don't want to know how the sausage is made, so to speak. So.
Well, and I will say we were shocked when it was over. An hour and a half had gone by, and we didn't know how long to expect it to be.
Yeah.
But we were both shocked that an hour and a half had gone by so quickly. It really was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun, and it was something that at the end of it, I was really surprised that I enjoyed it as much as I did.
Yeah, so, and he was nice enough too afterwards, after Eric had put his video up, to do a discount code for people who are watching the video. I'm going to steal his discount code. I'm going to pop it up on the screen here. You go to the website, the link's down in the description, pop in that discount code, and you can find yourself some cheaper tickets than if you're just buying them direct. So absolutely recommend this show. Couldn't recommend it enough. It's such a cool thing for the downtown. It's a little disheartening that it took us that long to find it.
Yeah, if it weren't for Eric, I would have had no idea that it was there.
So highly recommend it. Downtown Gatlinburg, located inside the Space Needle. Go check it out. Go check it out. Tell them all about the Smokies sent you. That'd be kind of cool. Well, that'll do it for this video from the Great Smoky Mountains.
We hope you have a great day.
God bless.